Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of STEELRISING. Today, I'm gonna... last episode at the ending was a lot of dialogue and a lot of side quests given to us. So, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these side quests. Alright, we made it to the hiding spot of Athenias, or whatever. We're not going in here.
A fight took place here.
Interesting. Letter on the Blind by Dennis Dederian. A handwritten note is scrawled across the first page of this book. It is here in the sacred temple of nature where, fleeing the company of men, I enjoy my cherished solitude. I feel closest to you. Who would believe that I never met you? Yet you are here, by my side, tender and protective. Will we ever see each other again? Monsieur Dederian seems not to believe it, and the thought gives me a chill. I want to believe in heaven, my dear mamma. Believe that you are waiting for me there. Devi. So this is the spot, huh? Pick up.
Franciscus Antonius.
Broken crane fragment.
What unusual names.
Question the people.
Perhaps the guests at the Cordelier can enlighten me.
The guests. Time to question some people.
Franciscus Antonius. Do these names mean anything specific to you?
Francois Antoine. Hold on. Of course. That's the master arquebusier who killed the beast of Gévaudan. The affair took place during the reign of Louis the Beloved. Just a few leagues from the castle where I grew up. I was still a young boy, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It caused a stir all over the country.
I doubt that it has anything to do with my case.
I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Do the names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
No, nothing at all. I'm very sorry that I'm of no help to you.
Franciscus Antonius.
Anything.
Francois Antoine. No, that doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Désolé, ma chère.
Do the four names Franciscus Antonius mean anything to you?
The Franciscan order, perhaps?
Go on.
Franciscus Assisiensis, the founder of the order, and Antonius Patavinus, one of its most illustrious members. I'm sorry, Aegis, but that's all I can think of.
Does that mean anything to you?
No, I'm sorry.
No, nothing really.
Francois Antoine, maybe?
No, nothing with that name either. I'm sorry, madame.
We scholars have the strange habit of adopting names from antiquity. I imagine that we're actually looking for someone named Francois Antoine. But no matter how hard I think, I'm afraid it doesn't ring a bell.
Let me think a moment, je vous prie. I know an Antoine Francois, a printer on Rue de la Harpe. His surname is Momoro, but he is a man of the people and a true patriot. I doubt that he ever sported a cane with his name engraved on it.
Guess I'll leave it at that. Question the people. I mean, I already have, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's go to Latin Velides, whatever.
They fled in that direction. I should be able to find a way in. I have already passed by the Église Sainte-Marie. I can get back there quickly from here.
Inspect. Arrange gunpowder. The hangar where the gunpowder is stored. Inspect the warehouse. Wait, was this always open? I remember this being open. Bloody uniform scrap. Examine.
Traces of gunpowder. It would appear that Monsieur Lavoisier's gunpowder was taken to the Bastille.
Find the gunpowder at the Bastille. Okay, we got a lot of side quests here, but find the riders. What the hell? That guy's new. He was not there before. Just saying. Is this open? No. Yeah, this guy was never here before, by the way. Hey, here we are. Hello, madame.
You too, puissant.
Madame de Polignac.
It's dreadful, Aegis.
Wait,
All is lost.
what happened? Your escape from St. Cloud.
How were you able to leave Saint-Cloud?
Earlier, after you ventured out into the palace grounds, all of the machines that were guarding us set out after you. I seized the opportunity to go to the stables and jump into a horseless carriage.
The reason for her presence.
What are you doing here, madame?
The children, Aegis, Charlotte and the Dauphin, the Queen and the Marquis de Lafayette did everything they could do to save them from the King's madness. They spent days working out every detail of this operation with the greatest secrecy. The preparations for departure with our accomplices in the Queen's house. The children's escape, hidden inside this wagon. Our meeting here, in this very place. Then our departure with the riders who were to ensure our safe passage all the way to Austria. They would have been safe there with their uncle, the Emperor. But you can see for yourself. The children are nowhere to be seen. Poor Monsieur Cléry. He was the Dauphin's valet. The poor soul gave his life to protect the little ones.
Okay, inspect the site of the exchange. I remember being here. This was never opened. Holy. What the hell happened here? Let's see, examine.
4 horses for 3 men. This doesn't make sense.
4 horses for 3 men. 1 unknown person was here.
A red cap with a rooster embroidered on it. A list of staging posts between Paris and Liège. 100 leagues. That is a long way. Why go on such a journey? Perhaps Madame de Polignac can enlighten me.
Okay. What's that? Didn't even give it to me. Can't go behind here, nothing else to holler. Gave me bronze and all that. Nothing else for me to examine on out here. We're good. Attackers.
The attackers all bear the same red cap with an embroidered rooster.
It's the symbol worn by those who support the Duc d'Orléans.
One of them had a map indicating all the staging posts from here to the Principality of Liège.
Liège? That rabble-ridden city is where the Duke and his miscreants have established their base.
The horses.
Over here, there are 4 dead horses. And the body of a 3rd man wearing a red cap.
4 horses for 3 men. That means one assailant managed to get away. It's beyond doubt. The Duke's men have taken the children. They're the ones behind this ambush. And they knew every detail of our plans. We were betrayed.
But surely the ambush did not go exactly as planned. 3 of them lost their lives.
That's true. If only we could catch the one who was able to escape. But now that I think about it, the riders that the Marquis de Lafayette promised us, if they made it here, they may have been able to surprise the kidnappers and stop them from carrying out their misdeed. By the grace of God, they may already be on their way to Vienna with the children.
I shall get to the bottom of this. Which garrison is this squad from?
They are stationed at the Hôtel des Invalides. The riders must have left from there.
Very well. I will try to retrace their steps. As for you, please return to the Queen at once. You have taken enough risks as it is.
Find the children, Aegis. Je vous en supplie.
Gotta find the children, huh? Hey, the gate is open. What the hell? Hold on. I thought the gate was closed. Wait, was it always open? I just bypassed it, did. This was never open, but now it's open. Lane Valley's for court. Oh, I've been here.
One escaped.
Find the riders. Pick up. Mission order signed by Lafayette. I order you to go to St. Louis for Lee southeast of Mulhouse. I forbid you and your men to speak to the passengers. You will entrust them to the unhauled Orleans of Hoptum Hooser, who will be waiting for you at the staging post in General Motire de Lafayette. Report back. Let's go right here. Oh, right here. I was always here. Examine.
Some worshippers were able to escape the automats. They ran towards the entrance to the catacombs.
Find Suzanne Necker. Wait, is this not the daughter of that guy? Find Suzanne Necker. E2 Saint Marie. Oh. Well. What are we about to uncover here? Catacombs of Église Sainte-Marie. Catacombs, huh? This is gonna be fun. Okay. Oh, these guys are obviously alive. Nope. Come on. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GG's, no rain. So we want to go down there, however, what's down here? A whole bunch of bones, a catacombs. Yep, definitely is a catacombs. Now we go down here. Got that guy to deal with. Now then, can I sneak up on you? No. Bangs, clap, clap. Region. Alright, calm your age down, buddy. Ooh. Bop. Sklop. Flop. Boop. Bop. Sklop. And then for the one time. Bop. Ah, burn to death, you fool! Oh yeah. Alright, well, main area's over there. We shall explore. This way first. That guy had an item, hold on. Okay, now I'm good. And this way. And then over here. Bronze ingot, time 2. Hell yeah. Okay. Find Susan Necker. Oh. This is gonna be a maze. I go that way. Okay. Can go up there. So we're gonna take the staircase. So, ooh, hold on. Go over here first. Apparently there's a reason for us to go up here. Okay. And let's go and open this. What do we have out here? Is it just gonna lead me to that one item? Yeah. Back to the mission. Suzanne and Necker. Where are they? If you were alive, that is. You know, the freaking automats are down here, so... chances are you are probably dead. And again, you might have barricaded yourself somewhere. And are alive. God damn it. Hey. Go on. Move! Two. Hold on, regenning. You have a cannon. Since when? Oh wait, I think this is a stage 3 actually. Yeah, this one's a stage 3 one. Yeah, this one is the one with the long one. God damn it. Move out of the way. 1, 2. God damn! Yeah, I knew it! I knew there was a stage 3, bro! Oh, no wonder fire doesn't work on him. Because he is a fire type. Hey, all good. Damn it, I missed it. Dodge it, please. Thank you. Now, hold on, regenerating. There we go, yeah. I'm gonna head up top. Monsieur Necker's townhouse. Oh, you made it back here. Okay. Or you were always here the whole time, I guess. I'll unlock this for now. Alright, let's get this vision. No, it's not a vision.
So Madame Necker escaped. I must inform her husband immediately.
My dear husband, if you are reading these words, it is because the Lord, in His mercy, has spared us both, and this church has not become our tomb. Managed to survive the terrible massacre, and I am going to find our daughter Germaine at a charity hospice at Saint Sulpice. We will be waiting for you there, your loving and devoted wife, Suzanne. Tell Monsieur what happened. Correspondence, Monsieur de la Fête. Dear Monsieur, I went to the meeting point you indicated, and I met someone unexpected there. Madame Napoleon, the Queen's favorite. She made no secret of her reason for being in this bleak place. So I now am aware of the nature of the precious cargo that is causing you so much anxiety. You must know that Charlotte and the young Dolphin are missing. Evidence points to an ambush by the duck men. They apparently attacked the wagon. Children are hiding. As for... Alright, believe me. I thought I was gonna be able to keep on reading the same thing. It's not a minute to lose. You must rescue the children from the... Or if there is still time, if I could get my hands on that, I'd find a way to make him talk. Go to here. We're gonna complete all the side quests before I go back and talk to everybody.
The field with the dead tree. I might be able to stop this experiment.
A letter from the Comte de Cagliostro, 24th of June, 1789. Dear Honorable members of the Club de Hotel de Macia, second note the misgivings expressed in your organization's most recent report, I am ready to demonstrate to you without delaying that my process is already operational. Tomorrow at dawn, go with your associates to the Faubourg of Roscaillou to the place known as the Dead Tree. There you will be able to see how quickly my sleepless slaves bring out their work. Your faithfully, Comte Alexandre de Cagliostro. Investigate the scene of the experiment. St. Jack's Cemetery. Basically a freaking catacomb. Alright, check this out. He's sneaky, very sneaky. Boop. Open sesame.
Someone has already taken a close interest in this tomb.
Unfortunate. Alright, let's check it.
I will go to the Tuileries and follow the directions on the receipt. It also mentions the Quartier du Saint-Eustache and Rue Saint-Honoré.
You receive from Bergier the carpenter various lifting and excavation tools. Paid the sum of 140 livres. Delivered by the carpenter Bergier to Monsieur Joseph Balsamo. His workshop in the Quartier de Saint-Eustache near the Tuileries. Key to Joseph. Find Joseph workshop. Is it here? Nope. Let's obtain some virtual. Ask and give to Monsieur Lavoisier. Alright, memory. What's happened here, Suzanne? I don't know who's who anymore.
You monster. What do you want with me?
A
Was it enough
thinus.
for you to steal my dancer?
I'm merely obeying the king, mademoiselle. Don't be afraid. You and your beloved machine will soon be reunited. I give you my word.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he means by that.
Voila, here we are. Do you see that window? That's where she's waiting for you.
Ah.
Sale petite
And-
peste. I suggest you don't try that again.
Alright, everything's adding up.
Atanias, what could have happened to her in this workshop?
She became us. Yes. Let's see the horror story then, shall we? Open sesame. Search the workshop. Hold on.
Balsamo. So that is the name that the Comte de Cagliostro uses to conduct his business discreetly.
An official document. I, Louis, King of France, and now by the grace of God, permit Monsieur Joseph Balsamo, alias Joseph Balsamo, born in Palermo on the 2nd of June in the year 1743, to use his name and title of Alexandre Comte de Cagliostro, full rights in all circumstances.
This notebook appears to be very old. I should show it to Abbe Grégoire.
A Latin manuscript. Only a scholar who is well versed in ancient tongues could decipher this. Okay. Oh, I ain't done any more things. Ah, memory. Echo.
Rosette, you're so beautiful. You'll stay with me always, n'est-ce pas?
You had this necklace the whole time?
Without you, mon ami, I'd be all alone.
This box is covered in astronomical symbols. It's no use. I can't get it open. I should show this to Monsieur B.
Examine. I did not come here. How do I know about the iron safe? The king's office. Something alive in here? Because the music bumping. Under the dress of the king, sire, the treachery of the soldiers stationed in the Hotel Den Valley is causing a wind of rebellion to blow through your army. In these circumstances, I recommend that you apply to your troops the same just and severe measures that you have hitherto reserved for seditious members of the Third Estate. Those who do not lay down their arms and remain confined to their barracks must be mercilessly crushed. Salvation of the crown is at stake. Your first advisor, Alessandro de Cagliostro.
The lock wasn't forced. Whoever opened it had the key. Monsieur Necker's bonds are still there. There's something engraved on it. H.G. Riquetti. Comte de Mirabeau.
Comte de
Whoever
Mirabeau.
broke into this safe left behind the most valuable thing in it. This doesn't make sense.
Interesting. I got a new weapon. Dueling pistol. Oh, I see. Correspondence. Anton Lavieux. Dear Monsieur, I am sending the vitriol taken from Bally's Reserve along with this message. I await your instructions. 2 months here. You sent me we have enough to destroy at least one lantern. Has, however, raised a crucial point. None of us mortals can approach these accursed vessels without perishing. Sir de la Fayette mentioned Pierre an artillery captain, military engineer, developed a revolutionary cannonball. The projectile shot out. Releases his content. We must find this engineer, convince him to share the secret. There's a duck. No one knows where he's hiding at the moment. Keep an eye out. This man's help could give us a decisive advantage. Alright, open up, B. Why is the locking mechanism outside? Where? It is a
I have
Mirabeau.
just come from the Tuileries. The Armoire de Fer has been ransacked.
Diable. Someone beat us to it.
Yeah, you.
This is very unfortunate. God only knows what we would have found there.
Whoever it was had to fight for it. I found a body there, killed by automats.
Mon Dieu. How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. Especially since I discovered this in the victim's hand.
And what is that, pray tell?
A dueling pistol. With your name engraved on its plate.
Oh, May we? You're right. It is my pistol. It was stolen along with a number of other things. It happened just before the Estates General at my lodgings in Versailles.
Oh, really?
But how on earth did my weapon end up in the hands of this poor soul?
I am certain we will find an explanation. I'm going to have a look around. With your permission, of course.
Well, since I'm in no position to dissuade you...
Excuse me, but what did you try to burn up? Fragments of burned letters. Only a few lines were untouched by the flames. As it pleases your majesty, representative of the Third Estate, whose anger should not be noted. Only one discreet servant.
You appear to have burnt these papers in a hurry. I'm eager to hear your explanation.
It's nothing at all, I assure you. Frivolous letters that were cluttering my desk.
Question.
I find your defense unconvincing. Why won't you tell me the truth?
You don't understand. This is a matter of the utmost importance that I cannot discuss with a creature such as yourself.
I am an automat, monsieur. This is true. But I serve the Queen. And my only aim is to put a stop to the crimes that have befallen the kingdom.
Well, know that you're not alone in serving the Queen.
The burn letters of the Queen. The pistol found threaten the Queen.
You claim to be a friend of the Queen.
The King has gone insane. After what happened at Meudon, that much is clear. We can no longer expect any leniency from him. Hence my support for his wife. She's a headstrong woman, and much wiser than she lets on. You must know that she means to put her youngest on the throne, the young prince, Louis Charles. A regency would restore peace and unity to the kingdom. Then all that would remain would be to establish a constitution. I have the support of the people. They trust me. I'm the only one that can bring about these reforms.
The pistol
I
found.
found your pistol in the hands of a dead man. Who was this unfortunate soul?
Mathieu, one of the servants I had sent to retrieve the letters. I gave him the pistol for self-defense. Alas, it seems it was of little use to him against the king's automats.
And how the letter even end up here? Burn
What
letters.
was in those letters you threw into the fire?
My private correspondence with the king. I had a key to the armoire, which served as a mailbox.
Are you conspiring with the king?
No, you don't understand. I was something of a shadow advisor, a diplomat, working in complete discretion. I feared his stubbornness would lead the kingdom to ruin, so I tried to reassure him regarding the aims of the Third Estate. But when Vaucanson told me what happened at Meudon, I realized it was a lost cause.
Moved on.
Tell me, what happened at Meudon?
It's all here in this letter, written in the king's own hand. Please, give it to the Queen. She must learn the truth.
Why were you in such a hurry to destroy your correspondence?
The letters contained sensitive information about my Third Estate colleagues. If it had gotten out, I would have surely lost my allies' trust, as well as any hope of establishing a regency along with it.
The king's confession to Father, to who were my confessor? You who always listened to me and understood me, you who supported me on the terrible day when G himself abandoned me. I must have confessed to the worst of all crimes. I confessed that I killed my son. I ordered the poison that killed him to be administered, believing I was performing a miracle of the blackest magic, thinking I was giving a miraculous body to the child. Doctors declare and condemn that I defiled the soul of my beloved son. His innocent soul is now trapped in a hideous metal cage. Transform my son into an accursed creature, half man, half machine. He tries to tear down the walls in a prison we hoped would contain him. His only wish was to laugh and let himself soak up in the beauty of the world, and I gave him over to terror, madness, and the most extreme sort of solitude. I have only one wish, Abby. Give me back my faith. Your king commands it. I have no wish for the philosophers. Nothingness. I want eternity so I can spend it atoning for this nameless crime. I want a heavenly court so I may be judged by it before my creator. Father, I want my soul to be eternal so I may burn in hell forever and ever. Luis. That's a story and a half right there, huh? Let invalidate this. Investigate the scene of the experiment. Oh, this door's finally open.
The field with the dead tree. Good. I'm nearly there.
I'm nearly there. Track down. Come to the Cagliostro. Ah, so he's here. Am I gonna fight him? Oh boy.
Don't move!
Ah, that cursed dancer! May you be devoured by rust!
Alright, that's it. Is this guy? Oops, wrong thing. No, let me swap. Cause this I think gonna be super effective up against him. Ah, you're free. Bang, sklot, boop, blop, boop. Watch out! Dang it, I can dodge it. Boop, scrap. Oh, good, man. Alright, anything else out here? No, we're good. Okay. I was wondering why this thing was here. I was like, maybe it's a shortcut. It's a good thing I didn't go ahead and explore the opposite side to see if, what you recall, if this was actually gonna be like a shortcut for something. Anyways, you got some more of his thing. Okay. What's up then?
Slipped through my fingers. Fortunately, he was unable to take his things with him.
Oh, so he's gone then. Great. A letter from Dr. Mesmer. Monsieur le Comte, who do you think I am? I can read between the lines and I can see through your game. It wasn't enough for you to force me into exile. Now, you must also harass me even from a distance. I command you, monsieur, not to write to me again. So sure that you won't get nothing from me and that I will take the secrets you demand of me to the grave. Moreover, and for the last time, I strictly forbid you to use what I taught you for the criminal purposes that you have in mind. I pray for your salvation of the soul, and that is all I can give you. Adieu, Dr. Franz Mesmer. And this thing.
The sleepless slaves. They meant the automats. Feeding off the blood of innocent people. Monsieur Raymond was completely mistaken. I must inform him.
Now from Comte de Cagliostro, that your doubts might be allayed. In taking the liberty of preparing a live demonstration 4 days ago, the Marshalsea conducted a series of raids and procured 100 or so black fugitives. They're currently under lock and key in the Depot de Noyer at the Tour du Diable. But most of them are escaped slaves. I repeat, my mechanical laborers are tireless, but for hard to blaze, logs must be thrown into the fire. That's why it is more necessary than ever to consider the slave trade. I will remain essential to the prosperity of your colonies, only you no longer provide slaves room and board. As soon as they disembark, they will go from the state of human to life fluid. Just think of the savings. They will be fuel for the fire. Monsieur, nothing more.
Monsieur Necker.
Madame?
Let him continue.
Eh bien, do you come bearing good news?
Suzanne Fate.
Your wife
is safe and
You
sound.
may rest easy, monsieur. Your wife escaped the massacre. She returned home and left you this letter.
Mon Dieu. She's going to meet our daughter and son-in-law at our charity hospital.
She may already be there.
Madame, I did not dare to dream of such an outcome. My wife and daughter. Can you imagine? And I thought I had lost both of them. The three of us will be able to leave the kingdom and put these horrors behind us forever.
What about the bonds?
Oh, the bonds. Do with them as you see fit. As long as the king does not use them. As for me, I'm going to find my family at once. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I pray that your efforts will be successful. Adieu, madame. Adieu.
Minister Necker has given his bonds to me.
That's quite a nice little sum.
Okay.
Can you imagine? That's 1/5 of the kingdom's entire wealth.
Wealth that the king squanders for his personal benefit according to his whims.
Ma foi.
Monsieur Necker certainly has been very generous to his adoptive country.
Generous? I have my doubts. The loan was granted at a very high rate. So high, in fact, that it would have dug the deficit into an even deeper state of abyss.
Eh bien, monsieur. To what use shall we employ this boonful fortune?
If I could spend it, I'd do everything I could to return to the people their confiscated freedom. To begin, I would get them the bread they so sorely need. It is only after the scourge of famine has been vanquished that armed patriots might then be able to rise up against despotism.
And where will you find wheat, Robespierre? Will you steal it from under the noses of the automats who have sworn to destroy the human race? As for arming the people, this is another one of your delusions. How could your ragged pack of wretches win any sort of battle that'd be unable to lift a sword?
When you insult the people, you insult me, Monsieur de Lafayette.
I am not insulting anyone, Robespierre. But I happen to know what it takes to fight. Unlike you. Monsieur, I was but a lad of 15 when I took up arms. And everyone here knows my role in the liberation of America from British rule. If you allow me to dispose of these bonds, I will found an army that will annihilate the Clockwork King's diabolical machines. As soon as I have the opportunity to leave Paris, I will rally the officers and troops that are stationed in the provinces. Then, I will call for a mass uprising. I will have more than enough money to pay their wages and procure the weapons we need.
And you will have obedient troops at your beck and call, ready to repress anyone who challenges your power.
These troops will only serve the will of the people. I swear it.
Are you sure that the king has spared the rest of the kingdom, Monsieur le Marquis?
I am almost certain of it, mon père. Despite all of his resources, the king does not have enough manpower to occupy all the garrisons in the country.
Aegis, no member of this assembly can force your hand. The choice is yours. To whom will you entrust Monsieur Necker's bonds?
I don't know, man. I feel like Faye is definitely the type to use his whole power against everybody, so.
Maximilien de Robespierre, I have chosen to entrust this fortune to you.
Very well, madame. I promise that I will use it for one purpose only. Freedom for the people and by the people. When a monarch violates the people's most fundamental rights, insurrection is their most sacred and indispensable duty. But we must be wary of warmongers, who claim to defend our happiness.
Bon sang, am I the only one who is weary of hearing these tiresome monologues?
For they wish only to silence us, and take their own turn at playing tyrant.
Congratulations, Aegis. You've chosen a speechifier as Commander-in-Chief. I am sure the king will be delighted to hear this. He need not fear for his throne now.
Love before money. The Echoes. A notebook written in Latin.
I found this notebook written in Latin.
Indeed. Medieval Latin, to be precise. Oh, hold on. Bon sang. Aegis, what a find. This handwriting. I would recognize it anywhere. It's in Nicholas Flamel's own hand. Give me some time to study this, and I'll tell you what I'm able to glean from it.
Roger
Have you
that.
finished reading the notebook, mon père?
Yes, Aegis, and what I learned from it puzzles me. In this diary, Flamel tells of 3 journeys. 3 journeys into what he calls the in-between. A strange world filled with wandering souls. Tormented spirits that are unable to ascend to heaven.
This world. It's where Cagliostro's victims were trapped until I freed them.
En effet, I believe you're right. But that's not all. Flamel planned to return there a 4th time. He wrote this in the final paragraph, in his handwriting, dated 21st of March 1418. That was the day before he died, Aegis. What if his body died while his soul was traveling through limbo? What if he were trapped, a prisoner in this purgatory? Aegis, because of your unique nature, we have an incredible opportunity.
What do you mean, mon père?
If the soul that animates you has been bound to the automaton that serves as its vessel, then it can be separated from it too. And if this were the case, the soul would travel to purgatory, where Cagliostro entraps the souls of his victims.
Hold on. Are you trying to convince me to go and find Nicholas Flamel?
I'm offering you a chance to speak to the man who discovered the Philosopher's Stone. Surely you won't pass it up.
Assuming I agree to venture into purgatory, do I even have a chance of finding him there?
Certainly. According to this journal, the soul flies to the zenith of the place where it left the body of the deceased. Or that of the pilgrim, in this case. If Flamel's soul is trapped in purgatory, as we've guessed, you'll need to go to the house where he drew his dying breath.
Is it still standing?
Of course. It's on Rue de Montmorency, in the quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. You can get there via the cemetery of the Église Saint-Jacques.
And how do you plan to free my spirit from this automat?
We would simply need to break the bond between them. To do this, we would need to stop your machinery. For a short time, of course. We don't want to lose you, ma chère. As for the rest, it will be a question of mechanics, chemistry, or electric currents, or something or other. Therein lies the problem. This is far beyond my comprehension. But it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps Monsieur Bailly and Monsieur Lavoisier could shed some light on the matter.
Can I not ask him the other thing, dude? Oh my god. The actions of the club.
I went to the Hotel de Massiac as agreed. What I discovered goes beyond your darkest conjectures. The club's members have no intention of merely depriving their slaves of rest. Rather, with the king's support, they plan to replace them with automat harvesters. The Count of Cagliostro is behind the plan.
Ma foi. But such a plan would certainly only improve the lot of these unfortunate people.
You are mistaken, mon père. If the planters get their way, they will have a greater need of slaves than ever. Only this time, they intend to slaughter them to power their machines.
Quelle abomination!
Par tous les saints.
4 days ago, the Paris Guard captured 100 black people. They were to be sacrificed as part of an experiment to test the effectiveness of the automat harvesters. Luckily, I was able to prevent the massacre.
Where are they now?
In a place they call the Dépôt des Noirs. I don't know where it is, but I managed to get the key. It bears the inscription, Tour du Diable.
The Devil's Tower is a prison in Vincennes, within the chateau walls.
That's 3 leagues from here. We'll only be able to free the prisoners once we're able to move freely ourselves.
At least they were spared the fate that the king and his accomplices had planned for them.
And what will you do with the 2 servants you employ, Monsieur Raymond?
I will continue to treat them well, as I always have.
However, under the laws you insist on following, they will become slaves again the moment they leave the kingdom for Saint-Domingue.
Certainly not, Monsieur de Robespierre. What kind of a man would I be if what I have heard had not opened my eyes? The planters of Massiac have been proven to be nothing but avaricious murderers. I thought I was dealing with opposition, but now I discover them to be vile enemies, from whom it would be vain to expect any compromise. From this day on, I will fight against their interests with all my strength, and will not lay down my arms until the last slave in the Empire has been freed.
Rest assured, then, that the people will fight by your side, Monsieur Raymond.
That's the spirit, my friends. Vive l'égalité.
Okay, abolishing, ladder, sleepless, key, yep, okay. Separating the spirit, the secret
I
box.
found this box with astronomical symbols on it. I believe it belongs to Vaucanson's daughter.
Athénaïs' secret box. I built it with my own hands. It was my gift to her on her 15th birthday.
I wasn't able to open it.
Naturellement. Athénaïs and I are the only ones who know how. Allow me. You must arrange the planets the way they were aligned on the day of Athénaïs' birth. Voila, like this.
What's this locket?
Athénaïs is always wearing this. It contains a portrait of her late mother. She said it was her most cherished possession in all the world. To think, the poor child never knew her own mother.
Damn. Oh. Flashback. Yep. This is us.
Mon Dieu! Lydia! You monster! What did you do to her?
Well. Okay, so she's trapped and now she... Now we know the truth. What will that be of us now, Aegis?
Good God. Lydia, what happened? You froze the moment you touched the locket. I thought I'd lost you.
I saw her. Athénaïs de Vaucanson. The Comte de Cagliostro has her.
Mon Dieu. It is just as I feared.
He bound her spirit to an automat.
Please, say no more. Athénaïs. It is her spirit that animates you. Is it not?
Yes,
Yep.
I believe so.
Seigneur, quelle abomination. It is vital that you go and find Athénaïs as soon as possible.
She is right in front of you. I am Athénaïs.
Alas, I fear that is not entirely accurate. You know nothing of Athénaïs, Lydia. Nothing of her past, her joys, her suffering. Nothing of her love for her father. You are but the vessel that harbors the poor child's soul.
Father.
Why was Eugène de Vaucanson imprisoned in the Bastille?
Once he discovered the king's true intentions, he refused to continue cooperating with him. He refused to use his talents to create this abominable army. But the king didn't take kindly to his resignation. Eugène did manage to get a letter to me just before he was arrested. Here, take it.
Message.
Where can I find Athénaïs' body?
God only knows. Although I assume that the Comte de Cagliostro is taking pains to keep her alive. This is certainly the only way to keep her spirit alive in you. The only way to free her is to find her body.
A message from Eugene and Vakanson. My dear Bailey, I am writing to you in secret and in great haste. May God protect the mechanical messenger I am sending you to this letter. After taking me prisoner, I have made no secret of the fate and sorted for me. I am to be sent to the Bastille, where they intend to force me to reveal my final secrets. Luckily, Tina Swan is able to escape, but they will certainly try to hunt her down. Go to rescue her if you can. Also into their hands, they will use her as an instrument of blackmail. Rest assured, they will not get anything more out of me. Even if it means giving up my life, I do, your friend Eugene. Separating.
Do you think there is any way to interrupt my internal clockwork?
A most unusual thought. What do you have in mind, Aegis?
I would like to briefly sever the bond between my spirit and this automat.
It is a very strange request, madame. For what purpose do you seek to free your soul from its shell?
According to the abbot, my spirit would then be able to visit purgatory.
Oh, that dreadful place. Why on earth would you want to go there?
I hope to find answers to some very important questions.
You must understand, madame, that your very nature is a mystery to us. We are ignorant as to the principle that imbues you with life, nor do we know how your machinery works. That is why it is impossible for us to make even the slightest alteration. It would mean taking an unacceptable risk. Of course, if we had documents that could shed light on the matter.
Antoine, the blueprints.
What blueprints, mon ami?
Ludia's. Eugène gave them to me when he was working on the modifications ordered by the king. He wanted my opinion on the potential for reducing the size of certain key parts. The documents are obsolete now, but they could tell us quite a bit about the mechanical principles that are shared by Ludia and Aegis.
Bon sang, you're right. Where are the blueprints now?
Alas, the situation is not in our favor. I kept them in the safe at the observatory, but earlier, when I went there to collect my most important documents, before setting off for the convent, I found looters making off with its contents.
Blasted scavengers. Their kind are always quick to make the most of chaos.
I chased them to the quays, but was unable to apprehend them. When they disappeared into an underground passageway under the Louvre, I decided it was best not to follow them.
You acted wisely, mon ami. The automats are everywhere, and the marauders don't stand much of a chance.
I'll try to track them down.
God damn, retrieve Lydia's blueprints.
I found a broken cane. It says Franciscus Antonius on it. Do you know who it belongs to?
Well, I never. Yes, I know the owner. And I'm willing to bet you're looking for a certain François Antoine.
That's right.
Well, you'd need to look a little further east, mademoiselle. Across the Rhine for a start. Because this cane belongs, or belonged, to a certain Franz Anton Mesmer.
Mesmer, the prince of charlatans.
Good heavens, it's been a long time since I've heard his name.
5 years to be exact since your learned commission denounced his theories.
It wasn't long after that when he disappeared.
Can you tell me more about Mesmer?
He was a mystical healer who was once popular with the upper class. I myself attended several of his sessions.
The Learned Commission disappearance, his theories.
When and how did Monsieur Mesmer disappear?
The denunciation of his techniques was the start of a long descent into hell for Monsieur Mesmer. He was abandoned by his clients and resumed his research in virtual secrecy. I think he was hoping to perfect his so-called science and restore his reputation with the Academy.
A hope that led him to associate himself with that dastardly Cagliostro. God only knows what experiments they may have carried out. In any case, their collaboration did not last long. Monsieur Mesmer left the kingdom overnight to return to his mother country.
Why did he leave so quickly?
That is a mystery. But those who saw him that morning say it was as if he had the devil at his heels.
This is true. He left in such a hurry that he abandoned everything he owned. Furniture, belongings, and scientific equipment. And it seems that Cagliostro has inherited this treasure.
Is that so? Well, if what you say is true, that broken cane must have passed into the Count's hands.
Yes, it's likely.
This adventurer from who knows where is quite the mysterious character. And he has been very busy recently. I've been able to observe him from my apartments, making frequent visits to Rue Saint-Honoré, on the Tuileries side. I wonder what he was doing there.
The Learned Commissions, his theories.
What are Monsieur Mesmer's theories?
He is a proponent of a theory called animal magnetism. He claimed to be able to channel a purported universal healing fluid by passing his hands over patients and using magnets.
He also cobbled together a whole array of mad devices, each stranger than the last. Unfortunately, despite all his attempts, I don't know that he ever cured anyone.
The Learn commissioned the sessions.
What happened during Monsieur Mesmer's treatment sessions?
Oh, they were quite a spectacle to behold. Imagine well-born ladies afflicted with perfectly imaginary illnesses. A dimly lit room where incense has been burned to intoxicate the soul and cloud your vision. Amiable servants, half-dressed, gliding from countess to duchess to the sound of a sensual melody. And the great Mesmer, a doctor with wandering hands, presiding over the wonderful scene. Oh, you should have seen them. Those grand ladies moaning, crying, and falling into a swoon, clinging to that strange tub. Du théâtre, ma chère. Pure theatre.
Learn commission.
You mentioned a commission.
The king did not look kindly on the healer's popularity within the court. This led him to appoint a commission from the Royal Academy of Sciences.
An institution to which Monsieur Bailly and I have the honor to belong. We were asked to investigate his alleged powers.
The experiments that we performed allowed us to determine that Monsieur Mesmer's activities were pure charlatanism, a conclusion that destroyed his successful career the moment it was published.
But there was something, Sylvain. A tiny flow of energy that my devices were able to measure.
My dear colleague, must I remind you again that we were never able to reproduce your observations? It was obviously a momentary failure of your equipment.
Perhaps. I'd like to be sure of it.
So much talking with these guys, huh?
What does this...
Who gave you the right?
I'm curious about how you got rid of Italia. As if it burned your fingers.
What?
To tell you the truth, you're not entirely wrong. It is a missive sent by my father, the Marquis de Mirabeau, the scoundrel who shamelessly dares to call himself the friend of man. He writes to say that he is on the brink of death, in such a desperate state that he has received extreme unction. This reprobate used his final moments on this mortal plane to send me threats yet again. He swears that he will torment me from beyond the grave.
How is that possible?
To my knowledge, he has not yet deigned to shuffle off this mortal coil. In any case, the satisfaction of knowing he is dead would not assuage my concern. This man is more persistent than the plague. He is capable of anything. He has spent his entire life persecuting his family. And I believe he is ready to spend his eternal rest continuing to do the same. I need to know what he's planning.
Where is he now?
At his home in Argenteuil. Given the circumstances, going to ask him for an explanation is out of the question. But the man who heard his final confession is here.
Monseigneur de la Fare.
Precisely. Only this confounded shaveling refuses to tell me a word of what the old dragon confided to him. He stubbornly insists on the secrecy of confession. Bon sang. Will we ever be rid of these damned superstitions? Aegis, would you be so kind as to intercede with the bishop? Perhaps you will be able to make him change his mind.
The Marcus de confession.
Monseigneur, I would like to talk to you about your recent meeting with the Marquis de Mirabeau.
What has gotten into all of you? This has gone on long enough. I will say it one last time and pray that they will finally leave me alone. Nothing and no one will make me violate the secrecy of his confession. Have I made myself clear?
Perfectly clear, Monseigneur.
Alright. So, the bishop.
Alas, the bishop stubbornly refused to reveal anything.
Damn it. I need to know what my rogue of a father is up to. Let me think. In light of the cartload of threats he sent me, it's safe to wager that my sister and mother received similar letters. They may even have already suffered his revenge. However, my sister lives in Grasse in the south of France. Unless a messenger rode 100 horses to death, she could not have received this letter. Then there is my poor mother.
If you ask me, I will go to find her.
Yes, it's very kind of you to offer. But I couldn't even tell you where she is staying.
Your own mother?
Indeed. It's a very embarrassing matter. A secret, which I beg you not to divulge.
I can be discreet. Rest assured.
Very well. You should know that my mother, the Countess of Covey, has lost everything. Truly. First her fortune, then her faculties. No matter what I tried, nothing could prevent her decline. It is said that she is now living on charity, in the most abject poverty in the slums of the Marais. If perchance your past takes you to this dreadful place, and if she still remembers who she is, perhaps you may meet her.
Find the Countess of Covenant. We're done. Finally, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, fine, I'm going to the main mission here, because holy fudge, bro. A lot of side quests, a lot of freaking dialogues, for sure. There's gonna be one long episode of side quests, yeah. I mean, obviously there's gonna be some more. Trey Ludius blueprints, for fuck's sakes. A nice cheese right here, though. Love it. I'll take it. Double kill. Alright. Grab all these items, grab whatever the looters couldn't grab. Unfortunate for them.
Ludius blueprints. Fortunately, they are in perfect condition. Monsieur Bailly will be delighted.
Really now. Huh. Alright. We're gonna go then, eh? Alright, that was quick. Let's go. Correspondence. Dear Monsieur, here are the blueprints you asked for. These were not able to profit. Unfortunate fate. Those poor probably did not deserve such definite end. What would they have done with these documents? By the grace of Jude, Monsieur and I have been able to learn valuable information from them. We have located the timer system used to set the duration. We are certain that this device is still in place. If we reverse it, we set an inactive time. Pretty much your spirit would be separated from your mechanical body. However, for you to be able to do this without our help, we must make one modification to your design. You must install a pin that can remove at the appropriate time. Return to the convent as soon as possible. I feel like doing this final side quest on the next episode, where possibly we get to continue off with the main story. So yeah, alright then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this long ace episode. See you guys in the next one, man. Peace out.